US soldiers in Afghanistan face some of the most challenging combat conditions in the history of modern warfare. The war in Afghanistan began in October 2001 when the United States responded to the September 11th attacks by launching Operation Enduring Freedom. The primary objective of this operation was to overthrow the Taliban regime and eliminate the Al-Qaeda terrorist network. From the very beginning of the conflict, American soldiers faced unique challenges. Afghanistan is a mountainous country with difficult terrain, where the landscape can be both an ally and an enemy. In the mountains and gorges, Taliban fighters could easily hide, using the rugged terrain to launch ambushes and surprise attacks on patrols. Their tactics often involved the use of low-power, but effective weapons, such as mortar and improvised explosive devices, IEDs. These devices became a primary means of combat against American forces, causing significant damage and casualties. American soldiers used various strategies to combat this enemy. One of the key tactics was the creation of mobile units that could quickly move around the territory and respond to threats. Patrolling became an integral part of their daily lives. Soldiers often conducted operations in small groups to minimize risks and increase their mobility. These patrols not only provided security, but also collected information about the local population and potential threats. An important aspect of the war in Afghanistan was the interaction with the local population. American soldiers understood that in order to achieve long-term success, it was necessary to establish trusting relationships with the Afghans. They held meetings with local residents and organized humanitarian missions, providing assistance in the form of food, medicine, and other necessary resources. This helped to create a positive image of the American troops and reduce the level of support for the militants among the local population. However, despite their efforts, the situation remained tense. The battles often escalated into protracted conflicts, with both sides suffering casualties. American soldiers faced significant moral and psychological challenges. The constant threat of attacks, the loss of comrades, and the uncertainty about the future took a toll on their mental health. Post-traumatic stress disorder (PTSD) became a common issue among Afghan war veterans. By 2010, the situation in Afghanistan had become particularly critical. The increase in US troop numbers as part of the forward-moving strategy to large-scale operations against the Taliban, the effectiveness of their operations. Drones became an important tool for reconnaissance and target strikes. While the use of drones helped minimize risks to soldiers, it also sparked controversy due to potential civilian casualties. As the war progressed, the intensity of combat decreased, but the conflict continued. American forces began to transfer security responsibilities to Afghan forces, marking a significant step towards the end of the military mission. The history of US soldiers' battles in Afghanistan is a story of courage, sacrifice, and the pursuit of ideals of freedom and security. Each soldier who served in these conditions carries with them a unique experience and memory of what it means to be on the front lines of war. This war has left a deep mark on the lives of both soldiers and the Afghan people, and its consequences will be felt long after the fighting is over. However, even after this transition, fighting continued and the situation remained unstable. In 2021, the United States announced the complete withdrawal of its troops from Afghanistan, marking the end of 2 decades of military presence in the country. This withdrawal was met with various reactions, ranging from hope for a peaceful resolution of the conflict to concerns about the return of the Taliban to power.